and on how to do, oh my god, I cannot talk. Hi Chicsters, hi YouTube, it's Chi again from Supple Chic, and today's video is going to be all about how to stay cute, chic, and cool this summer. In today's video, I will be sharing with you tips and basically two categories of tips. The first having to do with hygiene and the other having to do with style and now hygiene can be a big deal when you are curvy / plus size / fat, however you decide to call yourself, just because you are bigger and fatter and hence you may have. The first thing I'm going to talk about is something that I believe most curvy plus size fat women deal with, and that has to do with chafing, aka chub rub. Chafing seems to be a big deal, especially for plus size women. It's just something that is especially pronounced during the summertime, and so I'm gonna just give you a few tips on how to deal with. There are 3 ways that you combat chub rub. The first is to go with a chafing gel like this one from Monistat. Now, depending on how big you are, you may have chafing in the specific you may have area. It in multiple places. Now, if you have it in just like one specific area, then this will be really helpful. Simply because there's not a lot of this, so if you have it in a few places, then I would suggest a different method. But this chafing gel from Chafing Relief Powder Gel is from Monistat, and it says it relieves chafing from moisture, movement, and shaving for inner thigh and bikini area. I've used this. If I was going to rate it, 0 being no assistance at all and 5 being what is chafing, I would give this a 3.5 to 4, just because if you're like, this doesn't really work as well if you are sweaty, so that's number 1. But if you're looking for some kind of chafing relief and you don't know what to do, hence you don't wear dresses or skirts when it gets warm, this will definitely be. And I picked this up from Walmart, so I'm pretty sure that you can get it from drugstores and stores like Walmart. The next solution is something called a bandolette. I have not personally purchased this, and I've only seen reviews about this, and it's basically a piece of lace that you just put around both of your thighs, and it just creates a barrier so that your skin isn't touching and rubbing. The next thing that I used to use, and again this provides you more with temporary relief, that's baby powder, especially one that is cornstarch, because baby powder tends to absorb. Before I knew about chafing gels and all these other fancy things, I used to use baby powder when I was in high school. And again, just like with the chafing gel, it's not as effective when you're sweaty, but it does provide. So if you're looking for some place to start, I definitely suggest the next thing. So the next thing I want to talk about as far as hygiene for the summer has to do with odor. Now, unfortunately, when you are plus size, curvy, fat, however you, whatever category you feel you fit in, again, you have a bigger, possibly may have rolls, which possibly may lead to having, you know, crevices, places, you know, just little curves in your body. And what happens is that these little places, these are the places that bacteria tend to hide, simply because when you sweat, those areas do not get dry, and bacteria tends to thrive on your skin when there is moisture. So to combat this, my number 1 tip, of course, it would be to shower daily, and depending on how hot it is and what you have done, what kind of activities you are doing, you might have to shower twice a day. You don't want to overly shower because you strip your body of natural oils and some bacteria that your body needs. However, you know when you need a shower. So I definitely recommend you shower daily. Now, I also recommend that you use an exfoliating sponge. I know Walgreens and CVS and probably Target has them. I like exfoliating sponges because they really help you. They have like tiny little bristles on them, and they really help you slow off all the dead skin and any, you know, any bacterias or anything that would trap bacterias or keep. And the next thing I would suggest is also to make sure you get into those nooks and crannies when you're showering. So, you know, if you have, if you have that little pooch for your tummy area, make sure you get under there if you know that you sweat under there. If you have rolls on your back, fat on your back, make sure you get in those rolls and make sure you scrub it, because again, those are the little corners, the little crevices where these bacteria tend to hide, and that is what causes odor. The next thing I'm going to talk about is deodorant. I have some active sweat glands, so this is really hard when it gets hot, and I also of course sweat a lot under my underarms. So I personally use a prescription strength deodorant. I know Degree makes them, Secret makes them, and I just basically go back and forth depending on what's available when I go to the drugstore. Now, while doing research for this video, I don't know why I didn't think of this, I actually found out that you could also use these deodorants in other parts of your body that sweat. Now, if you sweat a lot in your thigh region, around your tummy, underneath your tummy, they have these spray deodorants that you can get, and you can spray those areas. They are anti-perspirant, which means they prevent you from sweating in those areas. And if you sweat a lot in those areas and you don't want the whole area to start getting musty from the sweat, then definitely I suggest picking up some of these spray deodorants. The next tip I'm gonna give, which hopefully it's only girls watching this, and it may be a little TMI, is about the vajayjay area. Now, I don't know about others, but personally on me, like I said, I sweat a lot around that region. So prior to this year, I was all about just, trimming the grass and like grooming and manicuring the edges, because I just felt like shaving it all off would make me look quite juvenile. However, and when I say that, I was like, what have I been doing all these years? Like, it makes such a huge difference. And the main reason is because there is less of a surface area for sweat and bacteria to adhere on. So there are no hairs to keep all that moisture in there. And to keep that bacteria in there. Suggestion. Lastly, this is not even so much as a tip, this is so much as just something that I do, and that is baby wipes. I love me some baby wipes. Baby wipes are a multi-purpose tool. I mean, my son is 8, so I don't have a baby anymore, and I love some baby wipes. It's perfect for, I've used baby wipes to clean counters, to wipe makeup off my face, to get stains off of something. Baby wipes are the bomb.com. So if you don't know about them, I suggest you try them. Again, they're a great way for you to like refresh yourself without actually taking a shower. And I don't know about you, but when I feel fresh, I'm the most confident. So this is a different video for me. Let me know if you guys found these tips helpful at all down in the comments. If you want more videos like this video, and if you have any additional tips for anyone else as to how you get through the summer being curvy and plus size or fat, please make sure you leave it down in the comments below. Of course, if you like this video, if you appreciate these tips, if you learned something that you didn't know, make sure you hit the like button. It really helps. I am all over the internet, everywhere at Supple Chic. You can find me on Twitter, on Facebook, on Snapchat, as well as Instagram at Supple Chic. And don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And as always, stay blessed.